Schultz from BabyGizmo.com. Today we're going to take a look at the new Baby Jogger Summit X3. Now this is the third generation for the Baby Jogger Summit, and it has some changes. It has a bigger seat to accommodate bigger children better, and it also has a swivel lock up here which locks the front wheel straight when you're jogging. So let's take a look at the Summit X3. So let's start with the seat. The seat is bigger, like I said. It has a weight capacity of up to 75 pounds. And when you're looking for a good jogging stroller, you want a high weight capacity because you're probably going to use it with larger kids as well. My 8-year-old and my 6-year-old still hop in the stroller when I need to go jogging. That's because they can't keep up and I can't leave them home by themselves yet. So you're going to want to look for a high weight capacity. The seat's roomy. It's 14 inches across, has a 21-inch seat back, and a measurement from the back of the seat to the top of the canopy of 25 inches. That's right, my 8-year-old can still fit in the stroller. It has a padded adjustable 5-point harness, and what I like about it is the buckle is hard to do. My 3.5-year-old cannot figure it out. He cannot figure out that he needs to put enough pressure on this to get it open, so your toddlers aren't going to jump out mid-run on you. It has a longer footwell, so it's 10 inches from where the seat breaks here to where they place their feet. I love the fact, if you can see this here, this is a really easy to wipe clean material. So when your kids' shoes are dirty, this is what it's going to set on. It's not going to get your fabric dirty, and it's going to wear a lot better than the fabric, because you know the bottom of shoes, that could really wear on fabric if you don't, if the companies don't pay attention to that. So I love that. It has a very deep recline, a full recline. It's a one-handed strap system. You just squeeze and you pull back and it stops wherever you stop. Now, it's almost flat, not quite flat, so you could put a small baby in here, but you would never jog with a small baby. So you cannot put your baby in here to jog until they are 6 to 8 months old. But if you were just taking it shopping or for everyday use, you could put your smaller baby in here, and I love the fact that it has a deep recline. But if you are jogging, it's going to go upright, and you're going to have a bigger kid in there, at least 6 months to 8 months old. On the back of the seat, you have a large mesh pocket, so this is going to allow you to put your cell phone or whatever things you need when you are out and about. The basket underneath the seat is large for a jogging stroller. Easy to access. They have rounded this bar down like that so you can get in the basket. Even if the seat were fully reclined, I still have access to it. So I love they paid attention to that detail. Also, you can get in from the side because the sides bend down very easily. So again, I could even get a diaper bag in here. So roomy basket. The tires, these are air-filled tires. These are jogging wheels in the back. They're 16 inches. The front wheel, it's a swivel wheel, and that is 12 inches. Again, air-filled tires, because when you're jogging, you need the air-filled tires because it gives that natural suspension. Plus, they've added all-wheel suspension on the stroller. So you got pretty much 2 suspensions because you got the natural suspension of air-filled tires plus the suspension that they added. And look at that, you can see the suspension on this because when you're jogging, you need that to absorb the bumps so that it's not, your baby isn't absorbing all the bumps. So I love the fact that there's plenty of suspension on this. You can't pop these wheels off too easily if you wanted to fold it and you want it to be more compact because these are pretty big wheels. It has a one-touch brake back here. You just step down the red pedal like that. That's gonna lock the stroller. It's the parking brake. And then you're just gonna lift up lightly. I could even do it with flip-flops on if I wanted, and that's gonna unlock it. Now, before we move on to the canopy and the handle, I do want to mention there is a universal mounting bracket here on the seat. That's going to allow you to add accessories such as the child tray, a belly bar, car seat adapter, so it does have that. It also has the runaway strap, and what this is for is you would loop it on your hand when you are running. And so in case the stroller gets away from you for some reason, it's still attached. And I want to point out, I love the fact that they have attached it to the bottom of the stroller and not the handlebar. And the reason for that is, let's say I'm jogging and for some reason I trip. If it were attached up here, if I trip, it's going to bring the whole stroller down with me backwards, and that's bad news. Now, if I trip with it like this, I fall on my face, but the stroller just jerks, but it doesn't fall backwards. So I love the fact, I hope it doesn't happen that I fall on my face, but just in case it does, this is an extra safety precaution. I also wanted to mention that when you have the seat down like this, there's a big mesh window, and that's going to allow air to circulate through the seat. But if it's cold or windy, you can always put the flap down, and that's going to cover it. So I like the fact that that opens up the seat to, make it a breezy seat. Let's talk about this canopy. This is a full coverage canopy, and you're going to need a full coverage canopy when you're looking at a jogging stroller. This has 3 full panels. It's so big that it has 2 peekaboo windows, one on the top and one over here. Now, if you heard that, that was Velcro. I'm hoping on the next version they put magnetic closures so it's not so loud, just in case, I don't know, maybe my child's sleeping and I don't want to wake him up with the noisy Velcro. But I do love the size of the canopy. It is huge. Now, the handlebar, this is a non-adjustable handlebar. It is 40 inches from where I place my hands to the ground. And I love the fact that it's an easy to clean handlebar. It's like a rubber material. So it's gonna, first of all, last, because you're gonna be outside with this a lot. And a foam handlebar could start to deteriorate or rip or something. This is a heavy duty handlebar. I love this handlebar. And plus it gives you good extra grip when you are jogging. Now, let's talk about this brake up here. There's another brake. You got the parking brake. This is the hand brake. This is when you're jogging. If you need to slow the stroller down, let's say you're jogging on hills, that's what you're going to do to slow the stroller down. Now, one other new feature of the Summit X3 is the swivel lock. It's this lock up here. It's a lever. You pull it up, and that locks that front wheel. So I don't have to go to the front of the stroller. I don't have to bend down. Maybe the front of the wheel is dirty and I don't want to touch it. That's going to lock it straight. And let's say you've stopped jogging, you want to just kind of maneuver it around a little easier. You just undo the lock and that lets that front wheel go, swivel. So I really, really love the fact that they brought it up here so I don't have to go around every time to lock and unlock it. The stroller still has the great baby jogger fold. One hand, very easy to do, because you're still going to need to fold your jogging stroller, whether you're transporting it in your car, you're using it for everyday use. Again, you just pull the strap up, folds down like that. It weighs about 27 pounds, so not super heavy, but it needs some weight because it's a jogging stroller and it's going to need to withstand all of that jogging. I can easily put it in and out of my trunk with no problem. It also has a strap here so that I could, it's a storage strap, so I could fold it, Velcro it to lock it closed. But it's pretty good because you could just carry it like this. You probably wouldn't need to lock it. Then to unfold it, you pretty much do that. You just kind of open it up and make sure it locks, and it's super easy to do. Overall, I love the Baby Jogger Summit X3. I think it's a fabulous jogging stroller. I take it out for jogging all the time, and with the suspension and the big seat and the smooth ride, it makes my jog just a little bit better. Now, I'm one of those joggers that jog out of necessity to stay in shape, not because I love it. So I don't want my jogging stroller to give me extra work, because believe me, the jog is enough for me. So I want a jogging stroller that glides along with little effort for me, and that's what this one does. All I have to do is pretty much guide it to where I want to go, but I'm not like trying to, really push it. And that's because it has the air-filled tires, the big ones in back. That makes it like a bicycle, so it just glides along. It also has that suspension that's going to absorb all the bumps so my little rider isn't jostled all over the place. And remember, don't jog with a baby under 8 months. Let's put it at 8 months. It's just too much jostling. 8 months minimum that you should jog with a baby. But I love all the features. I think they paid attention to things like the big huge canopy and the roomy basket underneath and the white clean handle, the easy fold. A lot of great stuff on the Summit X3. So there you go. That's my look at the Baby Jogger Summit X3. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and I'll talk to you next time. I'm Holly Schultz from BabyGizmo.com. Bye.
That was the Summit Baby